Hey guys, it's Viejo here, and we are right at the very end of the first week of October in 2023. It's got to be a warm day here on the central coast of California. We hit 101 yesterday. It was pretty toasty from my neck of the woods. But I got, 77 already here in the garage, only 10 o'clock in the morning. So it's going to be warm again today. Payback's a bitch, right? Anyway, hey, I wanted to show you about this thing. The other night on the Georgia Shooting Connection chat, we got to talking about canned air, and the little aerosol cans that you can get for spraying off your computer keyboard or your desktop or whatever, and how expensive that stuff was getting. And I mentioned that I had one of these things, and I first saw this on Fortune Cookie 45 LC's channel maybe a year or so ago. And I thought, that looked like a pretty handy tool. What it is an inflator, and I think it's designed mostly for blowing up air mattresses and pool toys and that kind of stuff. And it's got a couple of tips on it. But that's not what I use it for. I use it as a blower for my desktop and my bench top, and for blowing off chips off of the drill press and off the table saw and the router table, all those kinds of little dusting jobs that you need to do, and it is really handy for dusting off your presses. Okay, relatively inexpensive. I got this one, actually it was a 2-pack with another inflator gadget, for less than $50 for both of them. I think retail on this Ryobi, I got this with Home Depot, and I got both of them for like $50 or something. But as a standalone, it's around 30-ish. Okay, depending on what you can find on sale. Doesn't come with a battery, so it's a loss leader to get you to buy the batteries. Okay, you know how that works. But nonetheless, all of my cordless tools are Ryobi, so I got plenty of batteries. So that was not an issue for me particular. And this thing is particularly easy on batteries. But this thing now lives on my bench all the time. Okay, it's got a permanent spot over here behind me, and it just stays there, and it just makes dusting stuff off quick and easy, and very, very handy. You pull the trigger once, it stays on, okay, until you press the trigger again, so you don't have to hold on to it. To use it as a deflator, the nozzle comes off and just presses into the intake up here, and now it's a deflator. All right, so if you're gonna undo those pool toys and floats and air mattresses and stuff, it's handy for that also. Not designed for inflating car tires though, okay, but it does have a lot of go power. Watch this. Okay, so there's just lots of power on this thing. It really works well. And then on that chat, CW Longshot mentions, he said, yeah, I saw that at Harbor Freight. And I said, well, Harbor Freight doesn't sell Ryobi stuff. However, they do sell the Bauer, B-A-U-E-R, Bauer line of cordless tools. And I went online and looked. Here's the Bauer one. Okay, and it retails for about $10 less than this one. And they look close enough. They're not exact. The vents and stuff are a little bit different. The base is a little different. Their battery system is different. But they look close enough. I'm betting they're made by the same company and just put in a different housing. So, and you know how Harbor Freight is. They've always got a sale or a coupon or something going on. So I bet you could get the Harbor Freight version for about $20 if you've already got batteries. But anyway, I wanted to let you know that this has proven to be a very, very useful tool for me. One that I use almost every time I sit down at the bench or get the power tools out or whatever. You've run your circular saw and there's dust all over the table on your done, and it's right there. It's just handy. Pistol grip, I really like it. So there it is. Not trying to sell a product, and no affiliation with Ryobi or Harbor Freight or anybody else, but it is handy for me, so I thought I'd tell you about it. Okay, from the Viejo bench, for now, that's all she wrote.